Okay, so this is just going to be a video of me doing this entire worksheet, so if that's not beneficial for you, you can feel free to go straight to the answer key, or you can hop ahead and figure out which problem I'm doing and see if that makes sense for you. So whenever I see this kind of problem, I know that what I'm being asked to do is multiply, because that's the sign in between here. So I'm going to multiply this first thing by this first thing, and 7 times 6 is 42. And then I'm going to multiply 7 by the other stuff that's in the second parenthesis. So 7 times I is 7i. 7 was positive, I was positive, so that means 7i has to be positive. And since there's nothing for 7 to multiply through with, I'm going to skip now and move on to negative 4i. So negative 4i multiplied by 6. Negative 4 times 6 is negative 24 with the I. And now I'll multiply the last thing, which is negative 4i times I. And remember that what I'm really multiplying is this negative 4 by this positive 1. So negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. And I had an I times another I, which is I squared. So that can't be my final answer because there's an I squared in it and because there's stuff that's combinable. So the first thing I'm going to fix is this negative 4i squared. So if you remember, I squared is worth negative 1, and negative 1 times negative 4 is a positive 4. So really what this turns into is a positive 4. This I squared, which is an imaginary negative 1, makes this negative 4 turn positive, and then the I squared gets embedded in that problem and just disappears. So there's no more i's there. And then everything else I'm just going to bring down, so I'll just leave it. 42 plus 7i minus 24i. All right, so from there, all I'm going to do is combine the stuff that's combinable. So 42 plus 4 is just 46. So that's nice. And then I'm going to combine these two together. So 7 minus 24, if you know it, great. If you don't know it, you can always go to Desmos and you can calculate. I've got a positive 7 with a negative 24, so that's negative 17. And negative 17 with an I, because these two had i's, so the result had i's. 42 and 4 did not have i's, so the answer 46 does not have an I. And that's it. So now I'm going to move on to the problem right below it, which looks pretty similar, but please be careful because there's a minus sign between the two. So what you're being asked to do here is not multiply, but subtract. So sort of different. So now before I do anything about the subtraction, I'm just going to make sure that I can take the parentheses out. So secretly in front of this parenthesis is a 1. And I know that there's a 1 there, and I know that it's positive because there's literally nothing in front. So if I multiply this 1 times 2, I get 2. If I multiply this 1 times 4, I get 4 with an I. So if you notice, what's inside the parentheses and the result of that is the exact same. So when there's just a regular old 1 in front, it doesn't actually change anything inside the parentheses, so I can just drop that out. Because remember, parentheses serve two things. They either group things together to make them be organized, or it means multiplication. So when two parentheses are right next to each other without a symbol, it means we're implying that there's multiplication. When two parentheses are right next to each other, but there is a symbol between them, then all that means is the parentheses are there just to group it nicely. Okay, so now if I move on to the second parenthesis, this one's a little different because instead of having a 1 in front, we have a negative 1. So negative 1 times 8 is negative 8. Negative 1 times negative 3i is a positive 3i squared. Nope, what did I just, yeah, sorry, whatever I just did there was an extra square. Negative 1 times negative 3 is a positive 3 with an I. Negative 1 times negative 3 is 3 with an I. And then I'm just going to group them. So 2 minus 8 is negative 6. 4i and 3i makes 7i. And that's my final answer. No I squareds and nothing groupable. All right, next problem is a multiplication problem. The 7i and this is just connected by multiplication. So 7i times 2 is 14 with an I. 7i times negative 11i. Well, 7 times 11, 77. The 7 was positive, the 11 was negative, so the result is negative. And when you multiply I times I, the result is I squared. So just keep in mind, 5i plus 2i is 7i. 5i times 2i is 10i squared. When you add stuff together, stuff that's the same stays the same. 5 chairs and 2 chairs is 7 chairs. 5 M&Ms and 2 M&Ms is 7 M&Ms. So 5 i's and 2 i's is 7 i's. We don't change them. We are changing in multiplication, though. That's like a totally different thing. 5i times 2i, when you multiply I times I, that's just like saying 5 times 5 or 7 times 7. I times I is I squared. So when we do the second problem, I'm about to circle my final answer thinking I'm all good, but I remember that I can't leave I squared my problem because I squared is worth -1, so it turns that -77 into a positive 77. And since those are not combinable, I can just circle the answer. All right, the key for C is understanding what this means. 5 plus 3i squared literally means take 5 plus 3i and multiply it by itself. And so when I have those two things and I multiply them by themselves, it turns into problem 1. So if you can follow along with problem 1, problem C is exactly like that. It's just you need to know how to turn it into this. And all we're going to do is take what's in here and write it twice. And then we'll multiply. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 3 is a positive 15 with an I. 3i times 5, 3 times 5 is 15. The I was with the 3, so the I has to come down along for the ride. And 3i times 3i is 9i squared. I squared is -1, which means it'll turn this 9 into a -9. I'll bring this down. 15i and 15i makes 30i. And the last thing I'm going to do is combine 25 minus 9. So 25 minus 9 is 16. And bring down the 30i. And that's my final answer. There's no I squareds, and there's nothing to combine. So that's the algebraic stuff, just putting ideas together. And the big key here is, do you understand what you're being asked to do? Do you know if you're adding or subtracting or multiplying? Because all three of those things kind of proceed a little bit differently, right? 5 plus 3i is different than 5i times 3i, right? And we all know that 5 plus 3 is going to be 8, and 5 times 3 is 15, and that's fine, but understanding that when you add stuff together, it remains unchanged, but when you multiply, it does change. It's kind of a big deal. It's a little abstract, right? Okay, one last thing. First thing I'm going to do is check to see if I have the same number of i's on this side. So on this side, I have 17 i's. On this side, I have 22. That's not the same. So I have to fill in the missing parts. So if I have 17 on this side, how many am I missing to make 21? 18, 19, 20, 21. I think I'm missing 4. So I'm going to put a 4i there because now if somebody had given me this problem, what I would do is say, okay, 17 and 4 makes 21i plus 5. And if I have 21 i's on this side, I want to have the same thing on this side. So I do. I have, with that 4i, the 4i combines with the 17i, which gives me 21 i's on this side and 21 i's on this side. So now that I've done the I components, then I just focus my attention on the other stuff. If I have the number 5 on this side and the number 9 on this side, I need them to be the same. And since there's a blank over here, it must mean that I have to do something with the 9, that if I combine them together, I get a 5. So I wonder what I could combine 9 with to give me that 5. So what I'm thinking is 9 take away 4 will give me that 5. So I'm going to put a -4 because 9 minus 4 is 5. And I think those are the correct answers. I hope that helps. And if it doesn't, I'll be around tomorrow morning for questions. All right, that's it.